you get a group. I wasn't here last season, but kept in touch and seen from afar a team that played as well as they did in the second half of the year. I wasn't able to get in the playoffs. They kind of hunt you all summer. So get an opportunity to get back to this place where you dreamed of being. And that's in the playoffs. This is the best time of the year as a basketball fan and as a basketball player. So, everyone's obviously anxious to get it going, but we still got a little time before we get there. A lot of preparation we got to do, and we will do that.
Dwyane, is this team, are they very similar to you guys in the fact that the depth on the bench and the ability, talent level they have coming off of it?
Yeah. I think the 4 times we played them, I think those games shown that. So it's definitely going to be, I think, a great series. And which team impose their will, and the will is the strongest, and we'll win the series. But from a talent standpoint, from a depth standpoint, I think we match up pretty well.
Dwyane, you hear so much about people start counting games that guys have played in the playoffs, and you've obviously played more than anyone in this series. What is it? How much does that really mean? Is it the individual guy that it means to, if one guy, Goran hasn't played as many, but he's a battle-tested guy. He's been in the league 10 years. So what does it really mean?
Yeah, I definitely feel that experience means a lot. But it doesn't guarantee you anything. I think it helps you in certain moments. You've seen the movie before, so you can sit down and tell a person who haven't watched this movie what's coming. In a sense, but some players and some teams are just special, and it doesn't matter, how much experience they have or have. They're a good enough team. They're a good enough team. No matter where they play, and they can play anywhere on God's green earth.
And that's something both of you guys we have to find out still, right? With the,
definitely. We definitely
Sixers too, right?
Yeah. It definitely, like you said, both teams will definitely have to find out. And it's you will hear in this series, and we've heard before, is it doesn't start until one team loses. If one team has a 2-0 lead and they've won at home, et cetera, whatever, it doesn't really start until you start losing in the playoffs. That's when it gets. It's not like losing in the regular season, So that's when you really start feeling what the playoffs is like.
Do you feel like Hassan escalates his game knowing he has to go up against a guy like Embiid?
Yeah. He loves the matchup, and that's a great thing. Embiid, is one of the best young centers in his game, and Hassan loves the matchup, and I think Embiid does as well. So if you like seeing big men play, 2 different styles, but let them play against each other, it's a great series. Hopefully, to watch.
What are your thoughts on Ben Simmons in that regard too?
No, Ben is, he is himself. He's the player that Ben wants to be, and a lot of people, just like with others, they're going to compare him to other guys, but he's made his own way in his NBA, playing his style of basketball. He's leading the team, so he's done an amazing job, as a young player, every night consistently, bringing the game that wins, and that's playing all around basketball.
Ben is not the first guy of his talent level that teams have kind of hung back on and packed the paint regularly all season, but he's not really fallen into the trap of the jumpers, and he's handled it well. What do they do well, and what do they run well to kind of just combat that?
Well, first of all, they have a great coaching staff. They've been underrated for a long time because they haven't won 50 games, right? But I think if you played against them, if you know the game, you know that they have a great staff. And now they have the talent, not just from a Ben and Embiid standpoint, but overall they've done an unbelievable job of putting the J.J. Redicks, the Marco Bellinellis, getting Ilyasova, and all these guys, around that makes their offense, that plays well within their offense, very good. So they got multiple things they can run. They can set up a half court and run offense for their shooters. They can throw it on their post to their big. They have everything that you want from a team standpoint. So, they've done a good job of putting a great team together.
This tonight, the non-basketball questions, HDTV thing that you guys are involved with.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy projects like that, and what was it like working with your wife? Because I was told about that today.
Me and my wife works very good together. I enjoyed that. It was something different. You get an opportunity to do something different. I don't know about you guys, and I'm married, and we watch a lot of HGTV. I don't know.
DIY
It's
channel.
a requisite.
Yeah, it'd be one of those you hit the button that say last on your remote. That's coming up for us. So to get the opportunity to be on that show for me and my wife, it was something that was very cool for us, and I think everyone who will tune in is going to enjoy the episode.
Who's the handy one?
Not me.
Just wanted to clear that up.
No work around the ranch or nothing like that?
Not at all. But it's going to look like it tonight. TV magic, baby.